The input is voltage and the output is voltage. Next, the input is voltage, output is current. Then input is current, output is voltage. Then input is current, output also is current. These four topologies are available actually. So out of this four topology, like if the input is voltage, then the output also is voltage, then we can say that is nothing but a voltage amplifier we can call. The next second topology is if the input is voltage, the output is current. Means you think output is current in the sense which amplifier we can call in the sense I is equal to V by R normally. So I can say V into 1 by R. The 1 by R is nothing but transconductance, we can say, right? So I can say this is nothing but a transconductance amplifier. So see, remember, I hope you might have got it. Transconductance amplifier. Next, I, the input is I, output is equal to V. Means output is V. V is equal to input is I into R. So now it is nothing but along with the input is current, the center, the basic voltage here will have the trans resistance amplifier I can call because we'll have the resistance over there. Next, the input is current, output also is current, then I can say that is nothing but current amplifier. So these are the four different topologies we are going to study. Now, each and every individual will study. The first one is nothing but uh, input is voltage, output also is voltage. Means that I can call as feedback voltage amplifier. So how the connections will be there? So input and output will the voltage will be in series in connection. The output is shunt. That is nothing but parallel in connection. So means we are going to measure the output voltage here in parallel. See this parallel you are taking 2 point. So you have to think in this feedback network here. What if you want to measure the output voltage in the cell just to connect here 1 voltmeter. Keep it in your mind. If you want to measure the output as voltage, then just to connect a 1 voltmeter, then we can measure the current. Now, next thing is here in the series shunt, this is a very basic configuration circuit. There will be like a basic voltage amplifier. This will be your feedback network. So I can say this is nothing but A. So this will be nothing but beta. Right? So here the signal source is there, the source resistance is there, then this will be your feedback signal VF. Okay. Now here, what will happen? See, this feedback network, what it will do? It will sense the output voltage. This, it will sense the output voltage and it will generate the voltage. So always you can think this is the input. This is the input is nothing but a voltage. So here also is voltage. If that same voltage only we are giving to the feedback network, but what this has to generate because here input is voltage only. So it must to generate even voltage only here. So this feedback network also will generate the voltage only. So then only I'll get the feedback voltage as VF. So finally here actually we'll have something called as in between here. We'll have like a VI will be there actually. As we know, already we studied what is VI. VI is equal to in the previous classes and all we studied. That is VI is equal to VS minus VF because which type of feedback is this? Is the negative feedback actually. So negative feedback in the sense this was minus actually. So minus VF. Normally the VI, the input signal is nothing but the subtraction of the source voltage as well as the feedback voltage. That is what VI. Okay, now what and all we have to calculate in the feedback voltage amplifier, or I can say series shunt feedback amplifier. In examination, they may ask series shunt. Now, in this, let me say first, what are the things we need to calculate in the sense we are some of the parameters we need to calculate. What are the parameters? The first parameter is feedback gain we have to calculate, that is AF. Next, we have to calculate input resistance, that is RIF. Next, we have to calculate output resistance, that is R0F. So these three quantities we need to calculate from this figure. So straight away from this figure, so instead of calculating, what we'll do, let us redraw this diagram with the ideal equivalent structure. So this is ideal structure. Just what we did here, see, this is a basic voltage amplifier. You have to think internally. We are assuming with respect to operational amplifier. So the equivalent diagram of this will be like this. Will get. See here, the basic voltage amplifier will be like this. In the previous class, I might have shown Ri, the resistance. Then here the R naught will be there. Here voltage dependent source, that is nothing but A into VI. This all the diagrams and all we know. The previously we drawn how it has to be drawn. So this will be nothing but it's a gain actually, right? Because what will be the gain actually? It will produce, this gain will produce nothing but the input is nothing but A. This is nothing but A, already I said, right? The input signal is nothing but here VI actually. So the output will be what I'll get. V naught is equal to simple, I can say A into VI. Already we know this. So that is what this A into VI. That is R naught. So VI. Next we can see here. So there will be seeing the input from the port. This side. This is the two-port network. It consists of unilateral open loop configuration actually. Open loop amplifier A and the ideal voltage mixing, voltage sampling feedback. So very important thing here. I need to specify here. Voltage mixing, because here we are mixing the voltage only, the input and feedback also, right? Voltage mixing and voltage sampling. Voltage sampling, because in examination, they may ask with anything. So for simple, I can say this will be a voltage mixing. This will be a feedback circuit, will be a voltage sampling actually, this one. So now the open loop amplifier has, this is the open loop amplifier, which one? The A circuit only we can call open loop amplifier. The open loop amplifier has Ri, see, Ri, then AV, that is AV, right? That is a gain, voltage gain, and the R naught. Because this AVI is nothing but AV naught actually. AV naught only I can say AVI. So it's assumed that the VS and the RL have been included inside the circuit. So you assume that, see, the VIS also is included inside, then RL also, which is included in that. You have to assume that actually. Okay, so now what we will do, let us find out all the quantities which I said now. So now what we need to do, we need to find out the closed loop gain. Find closed loop gain. We need to find closed loop gain. Closed loop gain. The closed loop gain is represented as AF. Closed loop gain will be represented as AF. So let us calculate AF. So how we can calculate the AF now? Now to calculate the AF, so now from this ideal structure, let us do that. So from the ideal structure, let me write first from this. What is VI actually? As we know that, we know VI is equal to VS minus VF. So this is the equation number 1. Already we know. Second, what is VF actually? VF is equal to, see this VF, this is the VF, right? VF is nothing but beta into V naught, because this is the beta is connected to V naught actually. So the output of feedback network will be out. This will be your input to the feedback network. Then output is VF. VF is equal to beta into V naught. Beta into V naught. This also we know. Okay, VF is equal. Now, what is V naught from the structure, above the structure? V naught is nothing but simple, I can say A into VI. A into VI. Now, what we will do, let us do V naught is equal to, substitute the VI, already we are having, right? So, substitute the VI, A into VS minus VF. Then next what you do, substitute for VF. A into Vs minus Vf is nothing but beta into V naught. Now we can say this is nothing but a V naught. So now let us rearrange this expression. V naught is equal to A into V naught. Rearrange this expression. V naught plus A into beta V naught is equal to A into Vs. So now what you'll do? Take the common term as V naught. Nothing but 1 plus A into beta is equal to A into Vs. So simple, we can say it is nothing but what is the gain actually? AF. So I will say what is AF actually? AF is nothing but feedback gain. Feedback gain output by input. V naught by Vs actually. V naught by Vs. Now you can see here. Let me take V naught by Vs is equal to, this Vs will come over there, A divided by 1 plus A beta. So this is nothing but your feedback gain. I hope you might have got it now. This is feedback gain. So the first parameter we calculated. Okay. What next? Next thing is we have to calculate the second parameter. The second parameter, find the input resistance, that is RIF. We need to find RIF. So how we can find the RIF now? We need to know first that RIF is nothing but RIF. Nothing but this is a two-port, right? Seeing from the input here, you can see here RIF is nothing but from here the input VI, that is VI divided by II. See, VI divided by this II. So this only is nothing but the input impedance. See, that is the input resistance or input impedance we can say. So here we are taking as RIF is nothing but input impedance. Normally just if you want to think that is nothing but is that input impedance, that only we are considering as input resistance we are considering RIF. The input impedance means just you are seeing from the input port. From seeing from the input port, so RIF is nothing but VI divided by II. So now we need to get the term for VI as well as II we have to get. So how we'll get it now? So let us do that to find the input resistance from this. So what and all we'll do in the sense, the simple way, let us do from this circuit, okay? From this circuit, you see what is VI? The voltage across this resistor is nothing but II into RI. So, okay. So let us write VI is equal to II into RI. Okay, that you got. Okay. Next, we know that what is VI from this? We know that from the input source. It is very, very simple. I can say what is from this, what is V naught? Let me write V naught. V naught is nothing but A into VI, right? This we know, correct? A into VI from the circuit. Now, sorry, we don't want VF now because we are saying from the input port. So leave this, okay? Okay. Now, what is VF now? Okay, very, very important. What is VF now? You see this from diagram? VF is this, right? This is VF actually. What is VF? Beta into V naught. But V naught is actually what? So this only will get here. So beta into A into VI. This is correct, as I said. Yes. So VF is equal to beta into V naught is equal to beta into A into VI is equal to again beta A into what is VI? VI is nothing but II into Ri. Yes, this we got it, right? Okay, so now what I will do, let me find out from this what is Vs. So Vi is equal to, as you know that Vs minus Vf, correct? From the input port. See here, this Vi is nothing but what? Vs minus Vf. Now substitute those quantities here. Vi, so already we know. So means from this I can choose. From this I can write Vs is equal to Vi plus Vf. Correct? Now what you will do? Substitute the Vi and the Vf here. So we'll get as, or what you will do, you keep it the same as Vi. Okay. II also is there. Okay, fine. Substitute that. Better. II into Ri plus beta into A into II into Ri. Okay. Now, which term is common here? II is common actually. Take the II is common, then what will be there? II is common in the sense, II is common as well as Ri also is common, right? So even that also is common only. You take those, that term also is common. II into Ri as common term, 1 plus beta A, this will be nothing but Vs. Where we know that what is RIF is nothing but Vs by I. So Vs by Vs by II is equal to Ri into 1 plus beta A. So this only is nothing but I can say RIF. I think you got it now. This is nothing but the input resistance. So very important. So what is this actually? This is input resistance. You put in your mind. So just to find the input resistance, what you have to do in the sense, you have to see from the input port. Okay, don't see the output. You have to see from the input port only. That is the input resistance. So that will be here. This. So from this, what we can do in the sense, the series mixing feedback. That is here, series mixing feedback results in an increase, because you see here when Ri is increases, that is the meaning of the right increase in the amplifier, the input resistance by a factor equal to the amount of feedback. So this will be increases as the input resistance get increases, because series Ri is dot 1 plus beta A means it is series. So from this I can say it is clear from the derivation that if the Ri is increases is a result only of the series mixing and is independent of the type of the sampling. So it is it's not dependent on the sampling, it is independent of the sampling. So this is nothing but your RIF. Next, what you will do, we need to find out the third term. Third term is we have to find out output resistance. To find output resistance, the output resistance will be denoted as R naught F. Okay, the output resistance denoted by R naught F. Like so, R naught F is nothing but output resistance. Actually, it's nothing but Vx by Ix. So let me tell how. Okay, so what you have to do in the sense, so it's very simple to find the output resistance from your network. Which one? From this network only. Okay, which network? From this network only. Let me take this network only. I'll take the same network. Let me put the diagram here. Yes, see this? Very important thing here, what you have to do. First thing is, very important. First, set Vs is equal to 0 from your equivalent diagram previously. So Vs is equal to 0 in the sense what you have to do, just that Vs will be given as short circuit. Yes, so this will be done. Okay. What next you have to do? Second thing is here, connect one voltage source Vx at the output terminal. At the output terminal. So I'm going to connect here one source. See this? Yes. So this is nothing but a voltage source. Yes, it's connected. Now it's very simple here. In bottom, what is there in the sense? Want to say just a diagram. I will draw this. This is nothing. Just this is nothing but your beta actually. I'm not done any change. Yes, same figure only. Here we made the short circuit. Here we added. So now here, what the current will be there here? Here the current will be Ix current because this is Vx current. So this will be Ix current. Now what we are doing? So the If is for the if the current drawn from Vx is Ix, the output resistance Rf is equal to Vx by Ix. Now we have to find out the Ix, seeing from the output. So find Ix seeing from output. So that is output port, I can say. Okay. That is previously is input port. This is the output port. Now, what is this here? Ix. You know the just you see only this output you see. So just these things you remove it. Okay. This and all. Don't worry about the feedback here. So you don't worry about this. Leave this. Only you see this. So what will happen? You need to apply the what will happen? What is Ix? The Ix will be something but here. What is this? This portion? Whatever this portion is nothing but even, right? It's also a voltage source only. It's a voltage dependent source. So from this, I can write Ix is equal to this source, that is Vx. Vx minus this source, A, V, I, divided by the resistance R naught. You think this is equation number 2 because I am going to consider this is equation number 1. Okay. Okay. Now what we'll do now is now seeing from the input side. Seeing from the input side, I know that Vs is equal to 0 here. As you know that Vs is equal to 0. If Vs is equal to 0, then what will happen here? We know just let me write the expression as we know. Like Vi is equal to Vs minus Vf. So here we know that Vs is equal to 0. So Vs is equal to 0 in the sense Vi is equal to minus Vf. So if this minus Vf in the sense, we know that Vf is nothing but beta, right? So minus beta into Vx. It is not V naught, it is a Vx. We given us like this. Okay. So where Vf is equal to beta into Vx, because in the output terminal, we connected the one voltage source we connected. Now, what we'll do, you consider this is equation number 3. Okay. Now, substitute equation number 3 in 2. 3 in 2 now. So, what I'll get? Ix is equal to Vx, yes, okay, minus A into Vi. So, A into minus beta into Vx divided by R naught. Now, simplify this. Vx plus A beta into Vx divided by R naught, that is Ix. Now again, you take the common term, Vx 1 plus A into beta by R naught. Now we know that ROF, that is R naught F, is equal to, what is that? Vx by Ix. So from this I can say Vx by Ix is equal to Vx. This Ix will go, R naught, this will come down. See, R naught divided by 1 plus A into beta. So from this, what I can say, your output impedance is purely depend upon this value A and B. So from this only I can say the R naught is very, very low. So that is why I can say the R naught is, it's low actually here. Input impedance is infinity. That is very high. Input impedance is very high. R naught is low. That is output resistance is low actually. Impedance is very low. So this is output. So as we expected that the shunt sampling, because the sampling is done in the shunt network. See, because this is the shunt. This is sampling, I said, right? This is sampling. This is sampling. This is mixing. I hope it's clear, right? This is mixing actually. So the shunt sampling or the voltage sampling at the output results in a decrease in the amplifier actually. When you do sampling the output beta, so means here beta value changes because A normally will be very high, right? Changes, then automatically what will happen? The R naught value will get reduced. Decrease in the amplifier output resistance by the factor equal to the amount of 1 plus A beta. So the reduction of output resistance, that is output is R naught is low. The reduction of output resistance is a result only of the method of sampling the output and does not depend on the method of mixing actually here. It doesn't depend on how you are going to mix. So purely depends on the method of sampling only your output impedance. I hope you might have understood this now.